Arvest, what makes you the best candidate for the mayor's position in 96 that will tell voters that they should vote for you on election day?
Okay, one of the main reasons, of course, I have the 10 years previous experience as mayor of 96, so I'm thoroughly familiar with the operations of the town. However, I know laws change and things are introduced and so forth, and there have been changes made since I was in office. But my knowledge of the town function and operation in all departments, I think qualifies me, as well as having been a member of some boards on the county level, the Greenwood Economic Development Board, the Greenwood Planning and Zoning Board, and currently I'm a member of the Board of Zoning Appeals. So that, along with previously being in business myself, knowing how to manage, I think makes me qualified for being the mayor. Secondly, the important thing is I am now retired and have the opportunity to serve as a full-time mayor.
Okay. And what do you see as the single most important issue facing 96, and give us insight on how you will make a positive improvement on it?
Okay, one of the problems is we know small towns, not only 96, but majority of small towns are limited on income. That's the problem we have in 96. We don't have any way to generate revenue other than through taxes, through rebates from people like Duke Power Company and South Carolina. We get rebates from South Carolina on some items. But we need more businesses in 96. And the reason we need the businesses is not only for the residents of 96, but also we want to attract those visitors to the town of 96 to stop and shop, those visitors that come to the Starford Historical Site. That is our background, that is our history, that is our heritage, and we've got to capitalize on it.
Okay. Do you agree with having town council members occupying seats on other committees such as the Chamber of Commerce or the Historic Development Association? And let me give you a situation or an example. The Historic Association votes to take on some action requiring a request from the town for funds. Currently you have 2 members on the town council about to vote that are also members of the HDA. Explain how you feel about this situation, and is it a good practice or bad, and explain.
My opinion is that it's okay. And the reason that I say that, you need the liaison between the council and those other entities in 96 to know what goes on with each entity, the Chamber of Commerce and the Historic Development Commission. You need those people on those boards that can keep the council advised as to what's going on. Now, the reason that I agree to it is there are 6 members on council, and it takes the entire council to approve anything. So with 1 or 2 members being on different groups, Chamber of Commerce and Historical Development Commission, cannot control what council approves. They've got to have the other members to approve it. Now, also, those other entities operate separately from the town. Each one makes their own decisions, they have their own votes, and approve whatever comes before them. They don't have to get approval from the council. But I think it's good to have those people from council on those committees. Naturally, you wouldn't want to get 2 or 3, well, let me back up, because we do have 2 on the Historic Development Commission, I think. But you don't want to get too many on the different groups. And of course, we've only got the Chamber and the Historic Development Association. But truthfully, I don't see any problem with it.
Okay. Ordinances have been a hot topic lately here in 96, with some saying that the town has not been fair on the enforcement of them. What is your take on this situation about the ordinances, and how, in your view, should the town handle the ordinance situation?
Okay, ordinances have always been an issue in the town of 96. There are ordinances on the books to control just about everything that occurs in 96, from noise to speeding to public drunk or whatever it might be. There's ordinances there. The ordinances should be enforced. They haven't been over the years. They have not been enforced. Being selective about what's enforced, you can say yeah, nay on that. Some things are overlooked. For instance, I know back during my previous administration, one of the hot issues was the junk cars parked in people's yards and in their houses. We tried to enforce that, and it lasted for a while, and then it went by the wayside. As I say, the ordinances are there, and they should be enforced. It would be a full-time job for the police department and the mayor to look after seeing that they were enforced. Now, there are some ordinances that there should be some leeway in the decisions that are made. And of course, at any time the council can come back and do whatever they want to with that ordinance. They can amend it to suit whatever the town's needs are. But the ordinances should be enforced. Just let's have common sense about them and look at the situations real close and then make a decision on what needs to be done.